Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm Jurshin. This is Coteries of New York, which we are going to play through after last time having gotten ourselves turned into a vampire. It's time to meet the government of a vampire world, which I don't know what it's like in New York. I've really enjoyed this so far though. Not too many choices apart from annoying the sheriff though. He's not... We got 3 strikes. 3 out of 3, I mean, is 100%. That's a good thing normally. But we did get a stake shoved in our chest. And now we are getting dragged by a malevolent long-haired... Where'd the long-haired boy go? The stranger. You remember the last thing you felt while looking up at his face. The bones in your hand being crushed to an oozing pulp. Well, yeah, that was gross as well. You look at your fingers, but they're almost fully mended, with just a bit of bruising. Was your mind playing tricks on you? Oh! What happened? What did you do to me? He recites his answer monotonously. I fulfilled my sacred duty as judge, jury, and executioner. You went against my rules. I meted out punishment. This is so intense. If I was able to play this out in the roleplay game or like Bloodlines 2, this would be so impressive. I don't know what word I was going for there. The man glances at his watch and then he turns his eyes to you again. You're expected. Get in the car. You have more questions? Where I'm taking you, you'll get the answers. Probably more than you're ready to handle. I'm dead, right? Can you at least acknowledge I'm dead? Look, you need to validate my feelings here. It's a philosophical conundrum that I don't feel competent to solve. Medically speaking, you are deceased, and yet you're standing here talking, thinking, stalling. Enough is enough. Are you getting inside the car, or are you really willing to risk a 4th strike? Well, that's like 130%. I'm gonna get in, hijack the car. Oh, it's so tempting. How willing am I to play out the brouhaha? You know what? If he says I'm gonna get answers, I want answers. I'm getting in the car. This every time I see my character, I regret my naming choice. Foul Dungarun, and I just realized it's got dung in the middle. Well, no one tell me that brouhaha ain't shit. Oh, and there goes that monetization of this episode as well. By the way, if anyone, I don't know whether the game will be available by the time these videos go up, I'm not sure, but if anyone's managed to play through this part of the game, or any part of it, I want to know what you think of it. I really want to know what clan you chose in the beginning, because there's 3, there's the Bruja, the Vontrue, and the Toreador. 3 really fun clans, but I want to know which one you picked. I'm going with Bruja, obviously. There's a gaping hole in my chest. Well, that's the quickest way to get to a man's heart. I'm gonna be sick. What the fuck, I think, is an appropriate reaction. A potent reminder that you should listen to your superiors. Oh no. Sight of your open ribcage becomes just another part of the spectacle you feel almost wholly dissociated from. Nothing. I am super duper dead. But later comes the fun part. In a fugue-like state, you start touching it like it was somebody else's body. You drive in silence for a while. Oh god, that's creepy. He's staring at me. God, these backgrounds are so good! I love the art in this. Landmarks. The car is also soundproof, so all you can hear is a bit of humming traffic in the car's engine. The driver doesn't say anything and seems focused on the road. You check the door handle. Of course it's locked. You didn't have any time to think about it, but you realize now that you're hungry? It's not a rumbling stomach that grabs your attention. It's a need that starts somewhere in your abdomen and spreads to your chest, throat, and back of the head. The back of my head is really hungry. After a while, the need transforms into an overwhelming wave of anger. You clench your fists and jaw. You kick the wall that divides you and the driver. You feel like screaming. Keep it in. Let's try it. You're fuming inside, but desperate to try and cover it up. It shows on your contorted face. Eventually, it catches his eye. Are you scheming something? Keep your impotent rage in check, or else I'll do it for you. Impotent? Just watch, bastard. Oh no, I need to keep this. He's gonna wreck my nonsense. Your fists hurt, your head hurts, your bowels are burning with a dull flame, and yet you don't break. A minute goes by, and the rage passes. I actually did it! Wow, okay. The anger that you erupted with is now just a smouldering fire, but your hunger remains. It takes you another 20 or so minutes to get to your destination. As the door opens, you try to get your bearings. You're still in New York, that much is certain. Queens, maybe. There's definitely a police officer watching. After me, no sudden movements, please. You approach a nice-looking building that houses a 2-story gallery called the Art Hole. Is that really what a toreador would name their art place? Okay, I'm down with it. At least I have a sense of humor. Prompted by the stranger guiding you, you walk inside. The gallery is full, which is unusual at this hour. About 24 faces fill the showroom, and a number of the waiters navigate the gathering, serving drinks. All of them are beneath the guests' attention. The visitors are well dressed for the most part, but it's unclear what they've gathered here for. Nobody seems to be particularly interested in the art pieces on the walls, and the atmosphere is polite, unnaturally so. Many guests turn to look at you, and the stranger who brought you here, their glances are varied. You see open contempt from few faces and animated interest on others. Most of the eyes in this room calmly observe you, as if wishing to appraise your worth. I am so surprised that I managed to keep my stuff together. I could just decide that I wasn't going to frenzy, I wasn't going to rage. I'm proud. I'm proud of my little Bruja baby. Faldungera. The last time you felt like this was at your previous job interview. It was like being a piece of livestock inspected from all sides for any imperfection, so your wage could be haggled down. It was dehumanizing and made you feel dirty. Then they called you the next day. Then memory makes you feel warmer inside, even now, although the state of your bank account never did. Good evening, Kadir, and to you, child, the woman. Oh, she's got gloves and floaty triangles around her scarf. That's awesome. I want that. All of these people have shiny eyes, though. It's weird. Look, they're glowing. They're glowing in and out, and oh, also she's got a glow on her cheeks. That's nice. That's nice to see. The noble, cold voice takes you out of your heart and back to the situation at hand. The gallery, a crowd of strangers. For what purpose? The room awaits your response. Good evening? Excuse me, what? Excuse me? The Prince of New York City, Helen Panhard. Child of Michaela is addressing you. Whelp. Whelp. Wow, how old is this dude that he's using the word whelp? Also, I imagine them all with American accents. I don't know, but maybe not. Maybe they're English. I don't know. They're gonna be English. I can't do an American accent. I'm really bad at it. Even my streamed vampire character Saito's American accent is kind of bad, but never mind. My sheriff, this harshness is unnecessary. This fledgling has every right to be confused. She is somewhat plain-looking and doesn't seem to possess a great deal of charm, but the entire room is intently focused on her voice. You may address me as Prince, child. Prince Panhard. That's a lot of P's in there. I realize your introduction into her life was abrupt, and I understand your sire left shortly after. The rules of our society dictate I punish you both for this transgression. Agreement? Oh, murmurs, no, I don't want to be punished, unless it's the fun kind of punishing. I don't feel like it is, though, but I am willing to listen to what our loyal sheriff had to say about the circumstances of your embrace first. I'm confused, what are you saying? I think it shall all become clear momentarily. There needs to be a trial. You're about to be judged by the Court of New York City. Kadir, please tell us how you found this fledgling and what happened on your way here. Oh, this is some sort of secret society make-believe. These weirdos. A trusted informant who has chosen to remain anonymous at this time tipped me off about a suspicious kindred appearing in one of our domains. Upon investigating, I found them, but this fledgling remained in their place. The hunger made him savage. A prostitute. Savage a prostitute. And his client in a Bronx brothel belonging to one of the ministry. I have already spoken to Sansarique about this. That's a difficult to say name, dude. The fledgling proved to have quite the nerve and unruly tongue. As could be expected, this young kindred's instincts got the better of him, and I had to use force for him to comply. You can hear somebody chuckle if you glance at the hole in your t-shirt. You realize the damage to your chest is almost gone, as if it mended on its own. That first lesson proved sufficient and he did not oppose me tonight. His baser nature took over during the drive here, but I'm relieved to note that he managed to compose himself before I was forced to intervene. The story ends with us arriving at Elysium tonight. You take a special interest in one of the faces. It's a beautiful woman with curly, almost blood-red hair and a dress to match. You see her whispering to some bespectacled man with an absent-minded look on his face. Who is she? First, there is the matter of your sire, the person who brought you where Kadir picked you up from last night. Who were they? Sire? A feisty woman. Oh, she was a feisty one. A Latina woman, very radical, unless she convincingly lied to me. She was special, extraordinary. She had fire, conviction, temper. She seduced me. Easily, in fact. Made me think she wanted me. I fell for it, and now I'm here. Come on. I just wanted to get me end off. It's not my fault. Not to mention that even though the Latina made an impression on you for sure, her face is already fading from your mind. You realize she never even told you her name. Well, Kadir, does that sound familiar? No, it does not. Or at least not familiar enough. I will continue to search after we're done here. What happens now? I don't want to give her away. I'm not going to give her away with the telling her about the receptionist she spoke to. Can I go now? I told you what I know. Can I go? No, definitely not. No way, son. What is your recommendation, my sheriff? The traditions are clear. Thou shalt only sire with the permission of thine elder. If thou createst another... Createst? You shut up, sheriff. You createst the greatest, and I'm here right now to prove. But he's telling me I should be dead. I am ready to fulfill my duty. Stay your hand for just a moment longer, Kadir. I wish to consult my counsel on this. Make sure everyone is in agreement. Of course. He seems strangely relieved. Yeah, you should be. It's not because I was super buff. The prince leaves the main showroom and about 6 people follow her out. You're about to ask Kadir what talk of traditions and council was when the red-haired woman approaches the two of you. Sophie? Sheriff? Oh God. I don't know what it is, but there's something intimidating about her. I was wondering if I could have a word with the fledgling. What for? She lowers her voice. Come now, Kadir, we all know the verdict is going to be. Let me speak to them. You might not have to stain your hands tonight after all. Her word grab his attention. His face is hard to read. It's like several emotions are struggling for domination. I'll go get my sword. Uh-oh. Sword? He steps out of the room the way you came, and you are left in the showroom with the woman in the red dress. She takes you aside, and the eyes of the remaining guests follow you. Well, I guess it's time to be groomed by a second woman in the same night. Hi. Oh, this might be the lady from the woman with the apple in the photo on the main menu. Hi. You're in quite the pickle. What is this circus? What was that about a sword? I'm gonna go with circus. What the hell is with this party for What the hell is with this I can't do it! What the hell is this party for rich sickos? I did it! There's so much rich, mood. Big mood in here right now, but I can't do the words. Oh well, let's refresh my palate while we stare at the beautiful Sophie. I'm wondering, anyone into Kadir? My Bruja, Faldungara, or Sophie, or the Prince? I don't know. Vampires are usually hot, but all these character portraits are pretty cool. I'm guessing someone's thirsty for them. They might be thirsty for you. You've got blood. I don't know. Everyone here knows a thing or two about conspiracies, but we don't have time to discuss those right now. What concerns you most directly? Last night you became a vampire. You what? Oh yes, I am well aware of how ridiculous that sounds. It's the reason why we have these nicer words for it. Kindred, being embraced, having a sire. The fact remains, the beings called vampires, you're looking at them. They're us. You glance around. Some of the guests are still occasionally looking in your direction. Many of the patrons are pale, really pale. Most hold glasses of wine. Not wine. That's not the right thickness, and not the right colour either. You're trying to come up with something sensible to say, but you're drawing a blank. It makes a morbid kind of sense. You drank blood last night. There's no denying it. And your breathing has not returned. Your heart remains still. A vampire. Two voices in your head start battling for supremacy. One of them slowly begins to put everything that happened since yesterday together, coming to a conclusion that no matter how insane it might seem, nothing but what she's saying makes sense. The other voice just keeps saying, "What the fuck?" on repeat. That makes sense. These are all reasonable responses. You're surprised. This is often how it plays out by design. Kadir deliberately keeping you in the dark and all. If we do nothing, you'll be cut down, as sure as day follows night. But I'm here to offer you a chance. Oh no. Well, the fun thing is, I played through this part of the game already. I had an opportunity to meet the developers at Paradox Con, and they were like, yeah, we put some stuff in here to make long-term World of Darkness fans go, hang on, what? And this was the first one that made me go, this can't be good. Because Sophie here is going to give us a way out under one condition. I will take you under my wing. If you're lucky, the prince will be in a good mood tonight, and Kadir's compliments about your behavior won't influence her judgment. Oh, complaints. There were no compliments. The society values docility. She might agree to this, but only if you swear fealty to me. I am not making this offer lightly. As your patron, I will take responsibility. Your actions will reflect on me. If they reflect negatively, well, I will make sure you face the consequences. You'll make me your servant? So let me get this straight. You'll make me your servant in exchange for my life? That's the deal? If you insist on putting it in such pedestrian terms, yes, that is the deal. As you so eloquently put it. The alternative is, I fear, final death at the hands of Kadir here tonight. She steps and hushed voices can be heard from the side of the room. It seems the prince and her council are returned to the showroom. When you hear the verdict, ask to be spared. I will intervene. Remember my condition. Oh, well, I guess I'm gonna die. Wait. I'm gonna see. Is there an option to die here? I'm gonna go through with it. I didn't test this. I really want to see if I die. I'm like, is there a save option? I want to save. Oh, it's save and exit. Oh no. Okay, well, you know what? If I die, I die. Wait, what are the settings? Text size. Oh, I can make the. Shall I make the text bigger for everyone? Typing speed fast. Dialogue options in the middle. Oh. I'm going to put those in the middle for everyone to see. It would look vaguely ridiculous. It wasn't surprisingly intimidating. Kadir takes his place next to you and observes as the prince takes center stage again. Loyal kindred of New York City Camarilla, gathered here tonight, I have made my decision regarding this fledgling. Their behavior since being embraced has been disagreeable, and that does not bode well for them becoming a valuable member of our society. You are all keenly aware that these nights we need to close our ranks and trust the wisdom of our elders and their traditions more than ever before. As our trusted sheriff pointed out, there can only be one course of action, although I acknowledge some of my council's divergent opinions on this. There's a shy man whose skin has a somewhat healthier tone. He bows his head in deference. I'm gonna say it now. Spoilers. Just teeny bit. That might be a plainly dressed, shy-looking man with a healthier tone to the skin. Might be the thin blood Primogen. Which, if you know what I'm talking about, that's weird, right? Anyway, I hold the final authority over this fledgling's fate, and I declare that while their embrace might be the sire's responsibility in their absence, it is the progeny that shall be punished. The sentence is final death, to be resolved presently. Kadir? Oh, there's a curved sword. There's a detailed blade. Oh, that's lovely. I'm going to be murdered by something wonderful. Its apparent sharpness makes you freeze up. 2 outs. Put them in the 9th. Stop with your stupid... Oh, I just realised he might be a Banu Hakim. That's my vote. Votes in comments. Who thinks what clan of each person? I don't know. Oh no. As he's out to bat. Oh no, he's gonna bat my head off. Oh, they come up here now. Great! Thank you, game. Remain silent, escape, ask for mercy. I'm gonna get my head chopped off. Let's see what happens. Last chance. Sophie's gaze, the red-haired woman is disappointed after realizing you're not about to speak up. Last chance. The eyes of the crowd focus on you. They know what's coming. They're waiting for it excitedly. Last chance. The sheriff's ridiculous sword raised above you, menacing. Inevitable? Last chance, last chance, last chance. You run. It's a desperate, ugly, panicked sprint. In a split second, the world around you spins. You tumble awkwardly. You hear gasps. The crowd divides into those who pretend to be disgusted by the sight, and those who take it in unabashedly. There on the floor, 2 legs, cut off cleanly above the knees. Oh, God. Oh, I made a big mistake. Also, why does my leg look like a very finely cut steak? Oh no. Stumps end at round the middle of your thighs. You want to scream, but Kadir's oriental blade cuts through your vocal cords before they make any sound. Darkness. For good this time. Oh my God! Oh, I just melt. Game. Oh, we found the first game over. Good job, team. I was wondering if the game would let us mess up. Oh, we instantly get credits. Okay. No, I'm skipping this. Can I go back? Can I go back? I just have to start a new game now? Oh no. I deleted my save. Now you know. Oh my God. I didn't realize this was going to be a roguelike. At least this time we can choose a slightly less stupid name. I'm going to be Bucky. Is there a way of skipping through this? I guess I'll catch you in a bit. The wonders of editing. Oh, can we do a star wipe? Okay, here we are. We're back. I'm assuming remaining silent and escaping the gallery are pretty much the same result. If I don't ask for mercy, I won't get spared, so we're going to ask for mercy. You make your choice. I am not going down like this, damn it. Spare me. Prince, if I may ask you to stay the sheriff's hand for a while longer. Kadir looks at the prince, awaiting her response. The sword is still hanging above you, threatening to fall at a moment's notice. Is there something you'd like to say, Miss Langley? Yes, if I may. At first, the prince looks somewhat annoyed at the distraction, but she stays quiet for a while, measuring the mood in the room. The bored elites suddenly look at you with roused interest, some of them dismayed at not seeing the bloodshed, but all intrigued by the unexpected twist. The prince nods. Well, let's hear it. Sophie takes a few steps forward. All eyes are on her now, but Kadir's heavy hand on your shoulder makes clear you won't be taking advantage of the distraction. My prince, while the traditions are clear, I believe that the proper context should be observed in addition to the letter of our law. This fledgling is a burden, but with proper guidance they could become an asset to our domain. And I understand you are volunteering to take this unruly child under your protection? Yes, I am willing to give them a chance and prove to the entire domain that they can adhere to our expectations. I will take nothing less than their full cooperation, naturally. Just behead the fucker. So, these lot are bloodthirsty. I mean, they're vampires, obviously, but, like, that's not fair. Silence. I ask all of you to make a note of this moment. I might be persuaded to bend one tradition in this child's favour, but another will have to be enforced even more firmly in its stead. Until thy progeny shall be released, thou shalt command them in all things. Their sins are thine to endure. Are you certain that's a responsibility you wish to shoulder, Miss Langley? I am willing to guide this fledgling and add a valuable ally to our sect in time of need, yes, but I would like to receive the right of destruction over them, if it pleases you. Destruction? Oh, hell no! That's... Yeah, I'm gonna ask for a chance to prove myself. Give me a chance to prove myself! That remains to be seen. I do take notice of your tenacity. See that it doesn't become a burden. I shall grant what you ask. Let it be known, Sophie Langley of the Clan of the Rose will become this fledgling's patron. They shall be considered like sire and child. Cool! Just one more thing where... If you know about World of Darkness, some Toreadors, some Clan of the Rose persons, just like, cool, give me a Brujah to teach. Not weird at all, but I love it. I'm here to see where this goes, and I'm gonna say now, I really like Sophie. I'm on Sophie's side, even if she's horrible and she's gonna double cross us or something. I am down to see what how Sophie is going to mess with us. I expect it to be beneficial to the Camarilla, substantially so. I hope you find this verdict satisfactory, Miss Langley. Of course, Prince. Thank you. Very well. She turns to you. What is your name, child? Bucky, Prince. Shouldn't I use a nickname? I'm gonna be a good boy now. I don't want to get my head chopped off. Welcome to the Camarilla, Bucky. The boy who lived, Bucky. I believe our meeting here can conclude. Thank you all for appearing on such short notice. Give my regards to those who couldn't make it. Kadir, a moment of your time before I return you to your duties. Of course, Prince. He shoots you a side glance that doesn't leave much space for interpretation. You will be watched, you will be judged, and if need be, you will be punished. The two of them leave the gallery. Well, Bucky, I think we've both already managed to significantly improve each other's evenings, but let's keep the ball rolling, shall we? I think we should have a toast to a new, fruitful partnership. She raises her hand at one of the well-dressed concierges who now, having reappeared in the showroom to refill the guest glasses. The conventionally handsome man approaches with a carafe. Carafe! Whoa! There's some big, $10 words here. Carafe. He pours it into two tall glasses. You barely wait until he hands you the drink. Your attention is fully on it. The fact that it's blood, you are certain of it, doesn't faze you this time. While Sophie sips her drink, you realize this thirst, no, this hunger, can only be satiated by drinking the whole glass in almost a single gulp. As the liquid coats your felt, blissful relief takes hold. A posh woman passing by rolls her eyes at your lack of etiquette, but Sophie pays it no mind. Kadir has been starving you, hasn't he? Let's see if I can do something about that. She motions again. The man returns and gives you a refill. This time you find yourself having more control. You take a sip. Savor it. It's smoky and warm, making you think of a cozy cabin in the woods. It does strike you as a strange image for your mind to jump when drinking human blood, but it is what it is. You've never tasted anything like it. What? Hang on, I want to know what's going on with this dictionary. I am so impressed by this because the bloomin' Vampire the Masquerade world has so many words in it. It really, really adds to the vibe of the game, but goddamn, do they go with the silly words some of the time. Camarilla, Coterie, other things that I can't remember. But, okay, also, there's a lot of comment requests today because we need a little bit of hashtag interaction, you and I. That's what we're looking for. Silliest vampire words you can think of? I'm game. I'm gonna put Camarilla up there, or Mauler from the new Vampire book. I think NYC caterers have some very bourgeoisie ideas about what good blood should taste like. Apologies, you must have so many questions while we're on the topic. Perhaps we should start with those related to sustenance. How much do I have to drink? I feel this hunger constantly. How much do I have to drink? The sad reality is it will never go away. Unless you consume someone wholly to the last drop, paying for temporary relief with their life. but that is a one-way road to losing your humanity. Best start just by taking a single sip from a vessel. Be prudent. Hot, fresh blood will be more satiating than most anything than serve in a fancy glass, but it can make you more voracious. As to how much you should have, it depends. If you're frugal, you can survive many nights without a single drink, but it's risky and will tempt the beast that is part of our curse. Ah, yeah! Learning about the curse now. Tomorrow I shall take you hunting and we will explore this topic further. Okay, we're getting a full-on teaching about the world of darkness. And I think we're going to go through those lessons in the next episode. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed. Like, subscribe, let me know what you want to see, and hopefully in the future I will be able to stream this and maybe make a review and have some fun chats about what I think of it. But until next time, goodbye.